You simply cannot hide from the ugly truth. Going all the way back to 1993 from his record Altered Beast, that was Matthew Sweet. Actually saw him that year at the HF Festival at RFK in the District of Criminals, going way back to my teenage years. But now, damn it, it's my 30 years, and I'm bringing you all the alternative news, politics, conspiracies, and cover-ups that your little heart can handle. My name's James Evan Pilato. I'm your host and webmaster of the site and show MediaMonarchy.com. It's episode 180, and it's July 30th, 2010, and we're broadcasting live, as always, from the Portland Radio Authority, praradio.org, and simulcast live thanks to zeropointradio.com. Blasting out worldwide online as well, 92.3 FM and 1670 AM in Casper, Wyoming. The worldwide home of free speech, revereradio.net, all simulcasting MediaMonarchy.com live. And a huge thanks to all those outlets. As well, Free Radio Olympia, 98.5 FM in Olympia, Washington, FROlympia.org. Berkeley Liberation Radio.net, 104.1 FM in Berkeley, California. OneSkyRadio.com on 90.7 FM in Kasilof, Alaska, KWMD. And of course, Radio23.org supplies the high-quality downloads of Media Monarchy episodes suitable for rebroadcast for your alternative news outlet, pirate, internet, community, radio, whatever you got. You don't have to ask. And again, a huge thanks to some of the other stations out there that have picked up the show and some of the other new developments that we'll announce to you as we shake them out. You can get in touch with me at facebook.com/Media Monarchy and all the rest using Media Monarchy as your keyword or username, or .com/. Facebook, MySpace, Twitter, YouTube, ustream.tv/Media Monarchy, streaming live video as we speak. Worldwide, episode 180 here. Blip TV, home of NewWorldNextWeek.com, high-quality downloads of my weekly video series with James Corbett of CorbettReport.com. You can get a cool Media Monarchy t-shirt on cafepress.com/Media Monarchy. Send me email, Gmail, Skype, Instant Messenger, iTunes, radioforall.net, archive.org, all those sources and more to get and spread this open source information and intelligence. And something that's going to come up in this episode as we're trying to take information, raw data information, and somehow turn it into more knowledge and information. And we can't do it alone. None of us can. I know I sure as hell can't. We'd also like to remind you and thank you for donations. You can see the donate button there on the top right of MediaMonarchy.com. Your support helps keep alternative media going and growing. ZeroPointRadio.com needs your help. And a good way to do that would be to get your tickets, to get your virtual tickets for Clyde Lewis and his 2012 presentation that's going to happen live tonight in Portland, Oregon at the Kenton Masonic Lodge. But if you're not in the People's Republic of Oregon, you can go to ZeroPointRadio.com and you can listen live. You can get cutting-edge, exclusive information, and you can help support that outlet. That's how it goes. That's how it works and loops and connects. So much to go over this week. And again, welcome to new and returning listeners wherever, whenever you may be, anywhere in the world. It's a big tent approach. It's a big tent and a one-man band, but everybody's welcome. We're nonpartisan here. We know that the fix is in and all the phony solutions that our misleaders put up for us just further their agenda, and when you dig behind the scenes, I think you will find that the same people that cause the problems then pose as our saviors. So as we always like to look at what's going on in the breaking news, again, as we're broadcasting live on this July 30th morning, 2010. U.S. growth slows in second quarter. Surprise, surprise. New boss vows no BP pullback from Gulf oil crisis. And WikiLeaks founder disappointed by Gates' remarks. Yes, of course, WikiLeaks is the main story that we're going to get into in this episode. Now, of course, no shortage of ink has been spilled about this, but hopefully in some kind of efficient way, we can blast through this story, shed some light on it, hopefully whet your appetite to go find more. And again, that's how this all works. And at least, fortunately, when I looked at Google News a few minutes before showtime, the top of the news was that somebody's leaving or coming on to American Idol. And that's what we're fighting against the lowest common denominator dumbing down of the public. Because again, all this mass information is available, but it's buried. It's, you know, when they roll the Ark into the warehouse at the end of Raiders of the Lost Ark, it's like that on a number of levels. So, we've already broken the barrier. We've already invoked the name. So let's get into secret leaks, wider wars, and the future of the web. This story broke this past Sunday, and I just have the mainline Associated Press report up, and this is what I introed on the latest episode of NewWorldNextWeek.com. Posted up on Media Monarchy, largest intel leak in history. WikiLeaks drops Afghan war diaries. Some 90,000 leaked U.S. military records posted online Sunday, July 25th, amount to a blow-by-blow account of 6 years of the Afghanistan war, including unreported incidents of Afghan civilian killings, as well as covert operations against Taliban figures. The online whistleblower, WikiLeaks.org, posted the documents on its website Sunday. The New York Times, the London Guardian, and Der Spiegel were given early access to the documents. The White House condemned the document disclosure, saying it, quote, put the lives of Americans and our partners at risk. The leaked records include detailed descriptions of raids carried out by secretive U.S. Special Ops unit called Task Force 373. According to the New York Times, the documents suggest Pakistan, quote, allows representatives of its spy service to meet directly with the Taliban in secret strategy sessions to organize networks of militant groups that fight against American soldiers in Afghanistan and even hatch plots to assassinate Afghan leaders. The Guardian, however, interpreted the documents differently, saying they fail to provide a convincing smoking gun for complicity between the Pakistan intelligence services and the Taliban. Now, when we're talking about Pakistan Intelligence Service, it's called ISI, Inter-Services Intelligence. They were partly set up with help from the Central Intelligence Agency. And we'll go ahead and put it out now, the first of many references to the official conspiracy theory of 9/11. The head of the ISI, Mahmoud Ahmed. He's the alleged paymaster of Muhammad Atta. He wired money to him. He was in D.C. He was meeting with Joe Biden and I believe Porter Goss. That's all just off the top of my head. You double check me. And we have reported time and time again on the funding of the Taliban. And again, the paymasters. And this all happens under the guise of the global war of terror, although decades ago it was under the guise of the war against communism. And again, these are all dichotomies that when you dig behind the scenes, you're going to find that all sides are generally funded by the same sources for their agendas. And there's multitude of layers there, and there's a lot of different groups being played off of each other. And that comes down to you and I, all the way to the Taliban and the military.